Welcome, y'all. I'm gonna let you know this right now, okay? We just left the Mars hour. We're not entering, we are in, let me make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we just left the Mars hour at 7 on a dot, which is the 11th hour. Now we're in the 12th hour up until 8:11 and 7:51 right now. And we'll be entering Venus, which is the 13th hour. Okay. 11, 12, 13. Significant in itself. I do have a dream channeling as well. Okay. Which is the reason why I just mentioned the hours that we're in, the planetary hours that we're in. Because this inner vision, this dream came through during the Mars into the Sun planetary hours. It's 1:11 on the timer. As we all know, we are in this triple conjunction in the sign of Taurus. This dream channeling that I have, okay, came in after speaking to a Taurus. Okay. Grand evening, goddess. Okay. So this is going to be an uplifting, empowering message, but I'm gonna just warn y'all, some of you who are, I'm not gonna say sensitive, because that's the way I would be expressing that at this moment. It sounds like somebody that's weak. But if you're somebody that is you don't handle well the warrior energy, this might not be the message for you. But I do advise, listening to it if you have the guts to, if your instincts tell you to continue to listen to the message. So in that dream, I noticed two feminine energies tanning on my fire escape. They're both identical. The zodiac energies that were there, one is an Aries, the other one is a Virgo. One is an Aries, the other one, actually, no, one is an Aries and the other one is a Libra. And we already know those are polar opposites. So we can look at this in so many different ways, which we will. Bonsoir, my love. So in this dream, I see these two, okay, tanning on my fucking fire escape. And I look and I asked them, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Because these are energies of people who have what's the word source? What's the word? Who have tried, which is an insult to doing, insult me for this path that I'm on and the way I express myself about the Bible. So keep that in mind. Moving a little bit forward, though, I did check the Gematria for this energy. And one of the numbers that pull up had to do with brotherhood, which is 264. 210, which would be 7 of Swords, Moon in Aquarius, which speaks of deception, jealousy, envy, right? Now, we are in this triple conjunction, the sign of Taurus, where you're able to, release all of this collective karmic burden that's surrounding your energy because it's part of your bloodline or your generation or whatever the case may be, however it's connected to you. Then I noticed that the reason why they're there is because there's a particular masculine, this is now Scorpio energy, a particular masculine that allows them, for one, to enter my room, which is no, number one. 2, open my motherfucking window and end up on my fire escape. Okay. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, that fire escape in itself, in terms of the inner visions that I have, is an interesting space. Okay. It's not, I'm not going to say interesting. It's a galactic space. Anytime something appears there, it's either okay or So I literally grabbed the two feminine energies and I dragged their ass out the fire escape. Because one, fire escape is for you to escape the fire, right? So we are in the age of Aquarius, the age of knowing, right? And there's a lot of religious texts that people would use on spiritual people on their path, which is the path of unconditional love, to accept all, to misjudge these spiritual people. Okay. Going back to the inner vision. So the masculine energy decides to console one of them, and I find it odd because those are relatives. And then they start making out, and I got pissed because now I noticed that the masculine's actual partner is in the living room. So I get up, go to the living room, and I tell the person I'm about to get they fucking ass right now. I'm about to get them, and the person is like, calm down. That's why I put Sekhmet on here, because I felt like that was Sekhmet talking to me at that moment. Like, calm down. I got this. Literally, I got this. As I mentioned, this is going from a Mars into a Sun hour that this inner vision is coming in after speaking to a Taurus. This triple conjunction, Uranus, North Node, and Mars is in Taurus. And the reason why I'm receiving this channeling is for the collective. But I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I have a Mars placement that would literally be the placement of a spiritual assassin. So anyone who's out here doing all of this dogma shit and thinking that's the way and the only way, when in reality that's only the way to destruction. That's only the way of inorganic beings. So I end up in this spot. This it's like a house slash club, and there's a masculine who's a Virgo. There's another feminine who's an Aries, and again another feminine who is a Libra. So this energy of Aries Libra kept on showing up in these different locations. Aries Libra, Aries Libra. Now the third person in the first part with the fire escape was a Sag Ophiuchus energy, and now in the second part where I'm at this spot where it's basically like a party or some shit, um the third person is a Virgo male. Okay. Now, this energy has a Venus in Virgo. Their birthday will be a Venus in Virgo energy. So they have a tendency to either be the life of the party, but someone who also overextends themselves. Now, I see that the Aries and the Libra, that's they're two different set of people. As I'm having my good old time doing what I do, you know when you get that energy when somebody's hating on you for you just being you, that comes along, and I'm sensing that. I was like, something's off in here. Now, the lighting in this place was blue, purple, and a little bit of green. So now we're talking about the throat chakra, the heart chakra, and the crown chakra. So I'm already seeing this as like, okay, these are people who are doing spiritual attacks intentionally or unintentionally. Either way, the bottom line is it is a spiritual attack. And when there's a spiritual attack, the spiritual assassins have to take the forefront. Okay. So I'm sitting there chilling, not sitting there, I'm dancing, doing my thing, and doing it even more because I'm noticing this energy. They don't like what they're seeing. I was like, oh, you don't like it? Okay, I'm gonna give you some more not to like. Okay. So then here comes the other two from the previous scene, wanting to do the same shit that they was doing before, basically going into places, opening doors that they're not supposed to be opening. So here's another message. Okay. For those who are opening doors you're not supposed to be opening just for some motherfucking clout. So I see this pair go across the street from this house to another house. And I remember what the house looks like. So I'm going to keep in mind if I see it again and where I'm at, and I'll let y'all know. Because anyway, now this house in itself, there's so many windows where you can see inside and you can see what's going on. And I'm looking. And all of a sudden, I hear that energy again that says, don't worry about it. I got it. I'm looking like this to see what they're going to do if they really about to sit here and just do what they want to do in someone else's home just because they feel like they can. The next thing you know, it looked like a celestial spiritual slap that came across the two of them that knocked them out. And the only thing that ran across the street back to the house where we were was their spirit. Their body was still over there though. The song passing right here, right now, money, power, respect. This is all I'm saying. This is a time, yes, where there's a lot of karmic burdens that are being released, but I'm noticing that I'm seeing the way it's being released. That's the reason why Sekhmet keeps coming out here like that. Because Sekhmet is the one that says, drop your burdens. I got it. Let me do this. And she's the protector, Mars, spiritual warrior of the sun, Ra. This vision that I'm having is happening during Mars into the sun hour. We are literally in the sun hour. Like I wasn't even focused on this inner vision up until that Mars and the sun hour kicked in. It came right back up. I said, 11:22 on the timer right now, and it's 8:02. So here's what I'm saying about this. Okay, for those of you who have this birthright, where you have been misjudged about having this birthright based on what it is that you do, because it's truly the moment to bring things together, to bring people together. But before we bring people together, you already know there has to be some form of destruction to take out what it is that is not allowing for this togetherness to occur. Okay, so one of the other messages that came through in the Gematria that had me checking the time was the fact that in the list of Gematria it said dream time, and I looked at the dream time. It was between 9:16 and 11:39. Again, that's Mars to the sun hour. We're gonna see what the message is for the collective, because I know who I'm talking to from here on out. It's those of you who are high priests, high priestesses. There's something that you do that you're the first to do it in your bloodline, and you're the only one doing it. You have a lack of support. At least that is what your belief system was. You now know you have a lack of support, and you now know the reason why you have a lack of support. Where now that's also going to help the energy shift where you start to receive the support, because you had this cloak, or not this cloak, this veil over you that was giving you a different view as to what it is that was going on. It was like a different pair of glasses that you had on. Okay. Now, this energy that I'm talking about, where another thing that came up in that list, was the Dogon Gate. Okay, which has a lot to do with astrology, the connection of the stars, knowing where they're at without even physically seeing it. So you know a lot without you even being around it. You'll know a lot even without you wanting to know. For instance, there was another situation where someone had told me that they saw me in their dream state, and I'm only expressing about personal experiences because I am here literally to give these experiences to you, because somebody in here resonates with that, and that's the message that you're looking for at this moment. So there was this situation where someone had told me that they saw me in their dream state. Prior to them telling me this, because it's a group of feminine energies connected to that, I was like, Source, if there's something off, you're going to show me. And the way you're going to show me is exactly the way it turned out. I said, the way you're going to show me is that one of them is going to say they had a vision or saw me in their dream state. Kid you not even a week later, this person definitely sends me a message saying that they saw me 14:33. Just so you know, I'm not fucking lying. I don't come here to lie anyway. I can't even do that. Like, I'm too blunt for that. This person tells me that they see me in their dream state. I sent back emojis. They don't like my response. They gonna follow me. I was like, yeah, you answered that question twice. One, letting me know that you saw me in your dream state, because I was already asking source, you gonna show me, and I know the way you gonna show me. So that's a message for you too. If there's something that you need to know and you want source to tell you, you have to let source know the way that it'll make sense to you, where you're not sitting here second guessing it. Okay. And then on top of that, you unfollow. I said, you're making it much clearer now. And here's another thing too. You'll have people who know who you are, the energy that you come with, especially if you have an energy like mine, where you are beautiful, but you're also a warrior, and you say what you have to say, and you do what you do, and you do it without sitting here worried about what anybody think. And you're not even focused on whether like you're the best at it. You're the best at what you do because you're being your authentic self. You'll have people who will literally sit here and have a moment where they're doing their affirmations, or they're doing their moments of protection, and they're saying to have protection from energy like yours. They don't realize, first and foremost, if you're going to send out that type of protection to specifically a person, make sure this person did something to you before you even sit there and do some shit like that, because now you're just waking up ancestors, because that's like a false accusation. That's a false accusation. See what I'm saying? You had missed their initiation, and people who didn't take the initiation tried to claim the victory, and you stopped them. See? A lot of y'all gonna see me, because that's just I'm not here for the clout. I'm really not. Because if I was, I would let people DM me. I'll be taking people, doing everybody's. No, I'm not here for that. I don't have the energy for that. Because people don't understand the type of work and the type of energy you have to be in to even be on this spiritual path on some serious shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay. So how the energy of the trials and tests felt, so the victory couldn't fit them, because it was like clothes. That was beautiful. Lydia, Ashe, Ashe, come through. Tailor made for people who went through yes, yes. Because the reward you're going to receive fits what you have done. You can't fake what you have done. You can't fake your journey. You just cannot. There's a lot of shit I experienced I don't fucking talk about, because I don't have to. But if I did, a whole bunch of shit will go viral. I'm not here for that. I don't want that type of attention. If it comes, so be it. But at the same time, I'm really here to really connect with those who are serious about what they do, enjoy what they do. And I mean serious about it. I mean that you are respectful and wise. You know what I'm saying? And the way you take action. And another message. This is for divine masculines and divine feminines, or at least divine feminines and divine masculines who still have work to do to balance out their ego. Make sure, okay, if you're not, if you find yourself disconnected, divine feminine, divine masculine, from someone, and you've shared information, you're sharing their information, you can do whatever you want, but just make sure when you're sharing their information, you have the pure intentions to do so, and you're not doing it as far as like it would seem like you're a person who just goes around connecting with divine feminines to get their information to just share it with your collective. Because I'll tell you something right now. Sekhmet's on your ass too. It's time to stop playing with people. Because most cases when people come across information is having to do with what? A particular experience that you go through that causes you to have this research. And if somebody's going to share that information that you have based on your experience, let me tell you something right now. When it's time for you to wear that shoe, you better know how to, you better make sure it fits you. You better make sure it fits you, because when it's time to get busy and it's time to get at it, you can't be uncomfortable. Not that type of uncomfortable. You can't even fit the script. You can't even walk that path because it's not part of your experience. How people thought this was a game. Too many of my ancestors, I'm going to tell you something right now, I don't even test them. But some of you have people who really like to sit out here and use that. Well, my ancestors don't play and all this other shit. I'm sure they don't. But you better make sure they're in a space where they can actually do whatever it is that you're claiming that they don't play about. Because for all you know, that's your ego talking. So Aries, Libra keeps on coming up. Virgo is also there. Um, Virgo had gave me the energy of a forgiving energy. Sagittarius, so Fucus was there, so that is also a forgiving energy. But the Aries, Libra, Scorpio vibes, those were the ones on the fuckery. Now, this could, if this is specific to you and it resonates with you, and this is to the point when I say resonate with you, it's as deep as you have known this person so much, you know each other's charts, and you know this person has the following: either they have a Mars Sun in the fourth house, they have Mars or Sun in the fifth house. Okay, they could be a Sun in Aries or Mars in Leo. Their birthdays could be, besides that, their birthdays could be 428, 926. This could also have something to do with those of you who don't eat meat, and disconnecting from those who do eat meat, only because of the way that they um, approach you. It's not because they don't. It's not because they eat meat. It's because of the way that they handle you when they're around you, because you don't eat meat. It's like people do things like they want to be funny with shit. Like, oh, don't give her this, because you know, and they'll keep fucking playing with you like that. Something about that too. But let's see what the message is. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, ancestors, spirit guides that guide and protect me, that are in the realms without the wounds to be able to do so. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me, for you and I collectively to use our mind's eye to see, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. 2244, 111, 1122, 2244 so far. Okay, so I'm going to go into the tarot immediately, and then we'll go to as a matter of fact, I'm going to go to my cards first. My cards first. Let's see. Yeah, something about, yeah, your natal chart is going to really help you at this moment. 13 is a big number right now, because I just saw 2313 and it's 813. 2013 could also be significant too. Let's see here. What is the message for the collective? Lionsgate, Sekhmet. What is the energy for the collective? Lionsgate, Sekhmet. What is the energy for the collective? A lot started shifting. I just saw the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. So now we have the new moon that you had in Taurus, and then the full moon that we had in Scorpio not too long ago. Well, as of April, we're 4 months in. 814 and it's 81. Hello, August, as a matter of fact. Rhythmic energy, moon tone rhythmic and moon tone spectral. You could be a manifesting generator. 611 is also showing up here. That was another number I was seeing today too. So this is speaking of a choice or decision or partnerships that are being balanced. Justice. Okay. I tell you, and I sat there and I looked across, I was like, yo, they really gonna be out here doing the same shit they thought they was gonna do on my fire escape, thinking this shit is cute. And all I'm seeing is your spirit come back across the street, but your fucking body's still over there. I don't have to explain what that meant. But everything else that I saw that was happening, it was like whoever the energy that I'm connected to in the in the cosmos. Okay, that other warrior that rides with me when I'm doing my thing, but they handling business. That ain't nobody to fuck with at all. I don't even fuck with them like that. 611 speaks of times of adversity. Let me see what we got going on here. Times of adversity. Let's see. The power to organize, the power to dissolve. Through the action of balance and release. Manifest and generated at the bottom of the deck with lunar eclipse. And then we have within the next 2 months, message for the royal bloodline, be what you want to attract. But we also have 910, another eclipse coming up. And this is also going to bring in partnerships. Okay, this is definitely going to bring in balanced partnerships. But like I said, before all these blessings come in, some of you, it's what I'm telling you. When I say I love my soul tribe, I love my soul tribe, and anybody who comes up and you disrespecting this soul tribe, because I really look at this as my soul family. All I'm saying. Just get out the way. Just mind your business. Don't say nothing stupid. That's why I be telling people. If you know somebody is of a high vibration, and you hear them talking about them being a chosen one, whether they are, make sure whatever comes out your mouth is not to disrespect this person. Okay? Make sure whatever that comes out your mouth is not to disrespect this person on some real shit. I don't care what y'all been through. Because you don't realize that what y'all been through together is also part of that chosen one. You could also be a chosen one talking your shit, but you haven't evolved. But this one has gone through a rite of passage with you. You were part of that. And that lack of vision that this energy might have had to not see the opportunity that they also have the shit. Because what is a chosen one? The one who answers the calling. The one who answers the calling is basically the one who is becoming the dragon. From the serpent to the dragon. The one who chooses not to answer the call is stuck in a self mode. That's why that first message that came out for y'all, study your natal chart. I don't care what nobody else got to say about this, that, or whatever. I use every tool that is available to me when it's actually shown to me, because there's something in there for me to see. So that way I can relay that message to you all, because that is part of my reason why I'm here, is to build a collective. Build a collective who are here with ancient abilities, deeply rooted wounds, hidden ones that you cannot see. Welcome, Fatima, my love. So let me see what else we got going on here. Red Earth, look at that. This speaks of the um, Africa, Egypt. Let me see, Solar Seal 17. So you could be a red rhythmic earth, red spectral earth that this is resonating with. If not, let me go back here. Red Earth, you are connected to the core family, the equatorial core family. So let me see here. Core family, red zone. Core family. You're the zone of the navigator. Okay. Planet Uranus. Synchrotronic evolutionary space of birth and rebirth of the human race. A zone of psychogeographic influence is projecting south from Giza Pyramid. Major portion of African continent, Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro, Nigeria, Congo River, Angola, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Mozambique, the heartland of the human race, zone of the rebirth from global industrial colonialist oppression, the original tribes of man, Earth Zone. Okay, Red Earth, that is the message we got coming through here right now. Let's see what else comes out. Mm. It's not funny, but it is. We have Hagalas coming out. This is the room that speaks of destructive forces of nature, elemental, hail, catastrophe, crisis, radical change. And prior to this live, the TV was on and there was something being mentioned about, well, we went through A, B, and C. The next name of the hurricane will be the letter D, and that will be Daniel. Now, in the book of Daniel, when you hear about the vision of the Most High coming through, and that's literally what it looked like too in my vision. It was like a scene from Charmed, where this big bang happens, this big flash happens, and everything that is not supposed to be gets wiped out. So it says here, radical change, acceptance, surrender, opportunity. It says, don't try to fix what we should break before it breaks us. Trying is an insult to doing. It's either you're going to fix it or you're not. But some of these things you have to allow the tower moment to happen, so that way there can actually be healing. There's also mention here of severe weather. This is when you hear information about people who go through these situations and the forces of nature take them out. Like, I don't like talking about this because I have a lot of energy in that type of realm where I know how powerful my words are, and I really want to be, make sure that I'm delivering the message that empowers you and not here to stir up your mind and your heart into a whole different path. Unless we're doing a person, I see your chart, you about that level, we gonna take it there. Inevitable fate is also on this card too. Then it says here, I am enough to be able to move forward, be resourceful. Then we got first deacon, unconditional love. You see what I'm saying? And look at this here, this galactic energy, another moon tone. So we got 6, 8, 11, or 6, 11, 8. So this could be lovers of the past who are now receiving justice, that their energy could have placed a blockage along your healing journey without you even realizing this, because you wasn't focused on it. And that's beautiful that you're not, but I'm just letting you know, because the messages that are coming through at this moment, I'm pretty sure it's going to change right before the day before the end of this conjunction, the 9th. It'll be the 8th. I know that's going to change, but I'm realizing that this energy is coming through because this is a different type of Lionsgate energy that we're picking up on. There's a lot of portals being open. Okay. Especially if you are a white world bridger like myself and you have the memory of Mars, or your dream state is going to be quite eventful. It's going to be like Showtime, Cinemax, HBO, UFC, boxing match, whatever, all together. Sci-fi, thriller movies, all that in one. It's going to get real in the dream state. I'm going to let you know that right now. Especially if you got a lot of 12th house Pisces placements, they're going to, Pisces, Scorpio, if you got Mars in the 9th house, if you got Mars and Aries in the 9th house, pay attention to what you're seeing in those dreams. It may not be specifically those people. Like I was saying, the vision was showing me a lot of Aries and Libra energy. Aries has to do with your first house, who you are, and the balance in partnership, 7th house, Libra. So this is basically like they're going to show you the way that they have been helping you to temper yourself in order for you to release all of this karmic burden. Because some of you could have actually been in this vibe where you are like, The reason why I paused like that, because I noticed the light just went down one button. Whoever that is, tell you something. Let this be the last time you come up in here too. Let this be the last time you come up here. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I don't give a fuck who you are. Don't let me see you in the dream state either, because they're gonna show me this type of time I'm on right now. Don't play with me. Now, they're gonna show you the way that they've been tempering you in order for you to release this, and what also gets you to a point where you have these moments of anxiety, but then it literally leaves you. Okay. Let me get these energy cards. Tell me. Because it's really the moment to bring in unconditional love. For real, for real. What is the energy here, Source? What is the energy here for the collective? I'm going to look at the Gematria for 6, 11, 8, 61, 18. 61, 18. The Magician and the Mirror, 53. And when I peep what I just said about that light going down, the clock was definitely on 35, 35. I'm telling you, don't come up in here wanting to play games on this channel. I let people rock out for a little too long. For a little too long. Respect this channel and other people's channels too. That's the type of time I'm on. Exactly. We're here for this blossom in abundance. Number 3 at the bottom of the deck, Empress mode, the Empire, building Empire, Emperor energy. They don't fuck around. The Emperor and the Empress don't fuck around. That's why they the Emperor and the Empress that they are. And this is why kings and queens go to them for advice on how to develop and continue to build their kingdoms. All tied up. 5323. There we have now 733. Angel of Balance, Ashe. Woman holding a heart. This is definitely speaking of energy that's coming in to lessen the load and bringing happiness as well. Okay. What else do we have here? Yes. Victory. I just heard Michael Jackson. It's a victory. And it's definitely 828, and victory card 28 comes up here. So some of you could have an ex in the past where their current person at that moment, this could have been years ago, didn't know you were going to turn out to be a high priest or a high priestess or God goddess, or somebody who's on a spiritual journey and has particular tools that allows them to open up doors and open different visions, where it allows them to see what's what and what needs to be removed. It was just 38, 33. 38 speaks of my father is the sea. So Neptune, this is all I'm saying. That energy where you can see through shit when it comes to delusions, based on illusions. Because illusions is what you see here. But when you take it to the spiritual realm in the dream state and your imagination, because your imagination goes off throughout the day. And where the way it's going on throughout the day is also giving you answers as to where you're going in that dream state as well. Even if it's not throughout that day, this could have been throughout that day years ago, and now you're just receiving the answer. Okay, so financial constraints. So we have 333, 521. 521 would be Jupiter and Gemini, which is the 8 of Swords. So that which had you in these self-sabotaging thoughts, you may not have realized that there was energy surrounding you. Again, we are in this frequency of the triple conjunction that really allows you to see it all. See, those who are unaware of this transit and sitting here playing, I'm hearing forgive them for they know not what they do, especially you knowing now who you are. But that doesn't mean that there aren't consequences for what they're doing or what they're saying or the way they're behaving or the way they're thinking about you. Okay. Let me look at 6118 here. 411 right now in the time of 4011. What's the 411? The 411 on this 6118. Let me also look through these numbers too. Then we're gonna go to the tarot spread. A lot of people like to play out here with the spiritual tools just to do the fear mongering. I don't play like that. I don't do that type of. I never even played fight. I don't. I'm one of those. Look at that. 6118 says consequence. Think I'm joking? Think I'm joking? Telling you. I'm hearing my grandmother, who's a Sag, also who can't hear fear. See it there? 6118. Consequence. 6118. Consequence. Okay? So this ain't the time to plan. The same way these karmic energies are being removed, these, when I say karmic, because karma is not it leads you to cause and effect. It guides you through cause and effect. You can have a karmic lesson that you repeat, which means you're not receiving reward, or you can have a karmic lesson that you do complete and you receive reward. 1, 2, 833. Notice I didn't say good or bad, right or wrong. Because I myself am paying attention to the words I'm using. Pay attention to the words that you're using when you're speaking. Because a lot of times I'll say different things. Like I said, I'll express to y'all certain things and how they sound to source, how they sound, how it belongs to source, the universe, how it sounds to that energy that's actually bringing forth and taking care of the how for you. Just be mindful of the message that you're relaying. But nonetheless, we do have victory here. Okay, so let me see. Let me get another roll for this. Look at that. Financial constraints, contract, justice. These are definitely being balanced out here. Especially for those of you, remember we kept on seeing that energy of, I'm going to the zodiac cards of the 10th house. Where did we stop? Appreciation, 15. That's also connected to Saturn. Let's see here. What is this message about all tied up for the collective? That's in between the magician and the mirror and victory. What is all tied up about? What is all tied up about? What is all tied up about? Pluto fell right on top of it. And literally, it landed like this. On top of all tied up in victory. Just like this. Pluto. What is all tied up? Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. All tied up. Why was that all tied up? Why was that all tied up? This was part of the vision now. This was part of that dream state. We got Libra and Sag here. Why was this all tied up? Pluto comes out first. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. It has something to do with that first part. So if it has something to do with that first part, I feel like this is tied to a spirit that's roaming through the energetic field of your bloodline, your family, those that are closest to you, that constantly connects itself to you. for the last 2,300 years. Okay. This is connected to, it's kind of like the way MSG is, the way MSG responds in the body when it comes to the brain, killing brain cells that doesn't allow you to evolve or, perceive things differently logically. It's the same type of energy here. This is a frequency that has followed this entire bloodline for the last 23 fucking hundred years. Welcome, my loves. Welcome, y'all. Why is Pluto here? And that's a confirmation because, like I just said, that energy came through after speaking to a Taurus. That's all I'm saying. So Taurus could be significant too. It's like some of you could be speaking to a Taurus, or after a conversation that you have with the Taurus, there's some clarity that comes in. Clarity that you wasn't even expecting. Vesta, all tied up when it comes to your ability to transform, take a big leap forward in rebirth, especially when it comes to the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. Like I said, this vision came through during the Mars to Sun hour, and it came through again for me to channel it through and see what the message was about not too long ago before coming on live in the Mars and Sun hour. Some of you may have been born during the Mars and Sun hour. Some of you may have been born during the Mars and Sun hour. And if this is not somebody in your immediate dynamics that's causing all of this confusion, like I said, this is a spirit that connects to your entire bloodline for these last 2,300 years, plus even more, from the beginning of time, from the very beginning of time. Because now we're talking about the sacred spiritual center. So this is like the very beginning, like the nucleus of it all. All right? Coming on here. The nucleus of it all. Fourth house speaks of ancestors. Libra. Now, in that dream, the one in each scene, the one that was doing the most foul shit, like that was the energy of the spirit that I saw coming back across the street, and their body was still in that house. It's a Libra. Let me get these spirit cards. These this could be this could have something to do with a nephew or eating habits. Any form of partnership that led you to observing more of who you are and why you attract this type of energy. Okay. Tell me more about this. All tied up with Pluto, Vesta in the fourth house. Some of you could have Vesta in the fourth, Pluto in the fourth. So if you're somebody with Pluto, Vesta, Pluto in the fourth, you're definitely someone with spiritual gifts, of telekinesis, of being what you would call one of the watchers of the heavens. Like you have abilities that there were certain chemicals produced so you wouldn't be able to tap it. What is this here? Didn't mean throw y'all down like that, but child gives us, I'm telling you from the very beginning, a message of concern. 1817, the moon card, the star card. See, I'm telling you, there's something that has been revealed to us. Okay. Some of you already know that you're gifted, but you don't know how gifted you are, though. That's part of the reason why I was mentioning the entire thing about detox. So that way, there are other things within your body that needs to be released. It's either through movement, through the foods, but also, having balance with that you're not doing it to a point where you're unhappy. Because remember the other day I told you, whatever your inner child is seeking at this moment, feed your inner child. But be mindful, have balance with that. Some of you, because of this clarity now, here comes a child on the way, the gift of a child. Or there's a child that you have that is extremely gifted, and after you having that child is when your gifts begin to enhance. But there's also this energy where oof, 50, 15, 515. There's also, because that was definitely coming through as well. That would be 155, which is the Ace of Swords. There's triumph through adversity here. But the triumph comes after a clear mind. But there's some information that comes in to help you clear your mind. Okay, and at the top of the deck here we have great fortune. That was another message I put on Twitter this rising. I was like, some of y'all, don't be surprised, but you may be receiving unexpected checks in the mail. Whether if it's from school or some loan company or whatever. I'm telling you, tell me more here about this. Some of you could definitely be moving too. Vehicle, moving, a new vehicle, a new home. And that's wild because I was just looking at this fourth house card. And you see this house, and I was thinking of the house that I was seeing. And then we got the number 9 card, which speaks of change. And it's showing me another house here. Now, the house that I saw in that dream was basically this height, but this model. Because it wasn't so low on the ground. There's a major change to your inner child, your child, or a child that is significant to you, or a gift that you receive from a child that brings forth this change too. 888, 17, the Magician in the Mirror, 53, and the Great Fortune. 8, this could be a masculine that's now coming in. Listen, yeah, we got this, but there's bad health under here too. Message of concern. It's giving me second house vibes with the spirit card. Some of you have to be honest with yourself about what it is that you're doing if you're truly happy. Because if you're feeling this low vibration that comes in and out constantly, make sure you're doing a checklist about all the things that you're doing and what it is that puts you in this mode where you're like, I wish I wasn't doing this, I wish I was doing this. Because the way the energy is set up right now, you want to be mindful of that, because it can literally send impulses through your body, causing something else that can easily be avoided by you really, thinking about what it is that you're doing. If it's not something that you enjoy doing right now, just know that that's not what you'll be forever. You know what I'm saying? So let's go into the tarot spread, y'all. I went to the river today. If you, no, not that many of you were on the live to see it, but there was definitely this black duck. And when I got there, it looked like one of those flags, one of the crest flags where you see the bird and their wings are out. As I got there, the wings was just out. It was just sitting there at the dock with its wings open, just chilling, pooping and chilling, as a matter of fact. You know when this baby decided to go back in the water? As soon as it hit 444. 444 went right back in the water. So that, you know what that message is telling me right now? That when it comes to you in your dream state, Neptune, water, my father is the sea. That part of you, that yang energy that takes over in your dream state to balance things out, is definitely around you, not just in a dream state though. The reason why you're able to see things in your dream state in connection to this is because they're taking you through places. Some of you could be noticing that you are, for some of you, this person is into Tai Chi or martial arts, because I can literally see in this glass somebody with like a Tai Chi martial arts outfit on. This is like somebody sitting there meditating too. But they're in the clouds, because there's clouds and there's somebody on top of the clouds. That do look like the Most High coming through, well, the Son of the Most High coming through. But I also feel like that is that part of you also, obviously. The I am that I am that is now coming through after the balance, because Aries and Libra keeps coming up. Libra is fully in its essence of the Empress when it has the blood, the life force of the Emperor, willing to do what it wants to do, not just what others wants it to do. Some of you, you had someone on the other side come and talk to you and ask you why you keep doing shit that other people want you to do. Why aren't you doing what you want to do? You know exactly what you want to do and the way you want to do it. Why are you listening to what anybody else got to say? You might have had this vision that I'm talking about during winter months if you're in a location where there's snow. Something about that too, because I'm seeing a gingerbread house. Heard it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So this is a massive of Christ consciousness people awakening. Come on. What's this that stayed on the table? Think this is a game. Eternal life? Uh-huh. That shit just gave me chills and it's still going. Either if it's not it's definitely a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a I didn't mention if it was a grandfather though. But I thought I did. Might have. But anyway. This could be a father, a cousin, someone who's on the other side, but they're in that space where now they can communicate and really move things for you. But they're not gonna move shit for you if you're not doing what you're supposed to do for you and you worrying about what everybody else got to say. Look at that. Cornucopia, Angel of Balance, and I just looked at the clock. It was 58:11, which made me stop and look at the cards. This is 48:11, which would be 12th house, the unseen, the unknown, trusting the unknown in this energy, because anything can happen right now. Anything. What is the message here for the tarot spread? Now we're doing it. Energy for this tarot spread for the collective. Venus, Gemini. Well, Mars will be in Gemini the 20th of August. Now that can get things moving. It can cause a lot of anxiety. Look at that Neptune, 12th house energy. We have Venus, Gemini, 7th house. Wow. Okay. So the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables, this energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible in the area of your life that is about long-term significant partners, love, business, or family. Let me see what I'm getting from this before. Something about Freddie Prinze Jr. movies. You could be someone who's a fan of Freddie Prinze Jr. movies. Because I don't remember what movie that was, but this looked like one of those scenes. Something is definitely hidden. Neptune. Because I'm looking at these cards to see what else I'm seeing. So some of you feel like you're blocked when it comes to seeing certain messages, or there's a message that you're ignoring. Let me get the energy on this before we move forward. Venus in the seventh house. The ruler of the seventh house is Venus. Libra energy. We got patience here. Tell me more. Magician in the mirror still there. Patience with that which is being cut out of your life. Archangel Michael. Okay. 1635. The magician card is 53. So 88. I'm shaking my head because Michael came out in another message before this. And like I said, that vision in the dream state looked like those who were in this house, so opening these doors without the authority of spirit to do so, got this celestial galactic slap upside their head that kept their body in that house and had their spirit running back across the street. And this patience angel over here has a clock that says 10:10. See all this angelic energy that's around right now? The dark and the light. Ooh, whoa. Now, based on that notification, it is 8:53 on the fucking time. Okay, based on that notification, this for some of you, that which is being cut out, and you've been patient with. Some of you been patient with something. You didn't know what you was being patient about, but this got something to do with 2006, 2007. 2006, 2007. Which is connected to a generational wound. This connection to the generational wound is why a particular experience happened between 2006 2007. This could also be connected to a location that is really hot where there's red dirt too, or where a lot of tornadoes happen. My thing is, this is like one of the few times that I'm noticing Shorty's hair in this card. She got locks, yo. She got locks. Do you see these wonderful locks? So you know what I'm getting from that? Some of you, okay, have someone in your bloodline that is very fair skinned, but they carry a soul as melanated and as much carbon as somebody that is from Mercury or from Venus. I don't know what I was saying about that snow now. Well, I just heard it's a cold day in hell. It's a cold day. What hour we in right now? We in Venus hour right now. Till 9 o'clock on the dot. Yo, that we going. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. So in 6 minutes, we gonna be in Mercury. I'm gonna tell you something right now. When that Mercury hour hit, we're going straight back to these energy cards. So 8:56 right now. 9:01. Just remind me when it's just remind me when it's 9:01 because I may be so deep in the message. This is one of them times where I'm allowing somebody to be like, hey, those are the cards. Okay. Let me because that energy I felt in my dream move as quick as Mercury. Moves as quick as Mercury. Mercury is not an energy to play with. It's the messenger of the gods for a reason. Which God? All of them. Heaven and hell. All of them. And when we begin to personify it, we're speaking of Shiva, we're speaking of Thoth, we're speaking of energies that have the ability to destroy shit or heal it. Heal it or destroy it. And Mars will be going into Gemini on the 20th of August, 19 days from now. 19 is a karmic number, but it's also the sun card. So if there's a situation where the soul is in service of the ego, there goes the lack of reward. But if the ego is in service of the soul, there's a celebration happening. There could still be celebration happening for those whose souls are in service of their ego, but that shit won't be for long either. Let me grab another card here. Chill out. We're gonna have to use this other deck. Give me 1 second. I just need one card from my root tarot deck. Let me go back here real quick. Goddess of the Moon, Angel of Love. Okay. 52, 49, 13, 52, 13, 7, 13. Scorpio energy, but it's also connected to Aries degrees in this right here. Goddess of the Moon. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just one card. This deck. There's a reason why this tarot deck is being delayed. Got me pulling out this deck. Look at these two. That's here already. Gambala wedo gango mamu. Child of the serpent. Gives me big La Dominadora energy. It's not one you want to fuck around with. What is the message that you want to relay to the collective at this moment regarding this message? A message of empowerment, but it's also a message of clarity, It is a message of a spiritual warrior. It is one who is a limiter of the ego. Really? Okay, it's 9 o'clock on the dot right now. This Lions Gate is no joke. For real. Hold on. Okay. Beloved ancestors, what is the message? What is the message, beloved ancestors? I feel so at ease right now with these cards in my hand. Got chills. When I say, Ashe, Mama, thank you. 901 at that. 111:17. Thank you, loves. Yo, I got chills, yo. I tell people, don't be playing. This card speaks of devotion to the grandmother. Some of you were doing one thing in your life, like I said, and they had no idea who you were becoming or what is part of your bloodline. And they got the right one, not realizing the one that they got wasn't the right one for them because they wasn't expecting what's coming. It ain't got nothing to do with doing anything towards these people. 11212. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's simply cause and effect. That's all it is. Speaking of the sun, as far as the ego, because the sun speaks of the ego, what is the message here? This is the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck. The bottom of the deck, we have the counterpart. What's the message? The market. I love that. I'm glad this came out on something else. The Mbala weather. These are seeds that are being planted here. That's what this conjunction is also about. You're going to see a lot of this transformation, the fruition of the seeds that you're planting come 2024. Doesn't have to be then, but something about that. The market is basically the wheel of fortune. This is number 10. But remember, we got the patience card coming out here on 1010. And we also had who? Archangel Michael, goddess of the moon. Ashe, definitely. We got to do our part. definitely spoke that card up because the first serpent was Dambala. La Flambeau, because it's a fire card. Interdependence. This is the card that speaks of here the crossroads meet, movement, change, and flux rule the day. All is interdependence. Gods and mortals barter for that which is necessary to their continued existence. Everything depends upon someone or something else. The Loa need the servitors in order to manifest. The servitors need the animals in order to grow physically and spiritually. The animals need the servitors to feed and care for them. If any link in the chain fails, all is lost. If someone takes more than their share, if greed touches the heart of any of the participants, then all must suffer. This card takes on the aspect of the New Orleans French market, the oldest operating market in the country. The vendors dressed in purple are a daily sight at the market. I kid you not. I was coming back from somewhere today, and this lady had on all purple, but the purple she had on was a hue of purple that would make you go into, okay, that's a message. I mean, normally when you see colors, you just look at, but that this was a moment where it's just like the way it's being expressed here. The vendors dressed in purple are a daily sight at the market. They are members of a religious order who come to sell their wares. The attributes of this card focus on an appreciation, which we got at the bottom of the deck before, of the need for cooperation in order to survive. The contemplation of this card is the vast chain of life that supports an individual's existence, and the divination is a realization upon which your works or very existence depends, a rapid change of fortune. So it's like what I'm getting from this is those who you were aiming to work with, they felt like you were working for them and they came at you with a certain type of ignorance. That's not going to work well with Archangel Michael, especially knowing what it is that you're here to do. And it's to bring everyone together because Gemini speaks of networking. The seventh house speaks of partnership. This is the age of Aquarius when it comes to working with the collective, with like minded, like hearted people. I read it from last night. There is some confirmation on me to release exactly what I needed to. Ashe. Ashe. Blessings to you, my love. You are appreciated more than you know. All of you are for real. Purple equals harmony of red and blue. Yep. Yep. From the root to the throat chakra. And if you're going from the root to the throat chakra, that means that heart of yours is so balanced and so refined and full of unconditional love connected to eternal life, which is why this one here, see that 35, you bring that to innate. It's not here to play with nobody. They're gonna get everything out of the way. Let's get another message here. Let's get Dambala where those message, because this is the Ace of Swords now. Then you got Santera under that. And then you got Les Barrett. I'm telling you, man. And then you got Ogumla Flambeau. Wait, get they under that? Yo, I'm out. I ain't even playing no more. Like, this shit got me hot. Whew. This one don't play. He comes straight with blood. That's. This is when that's when Ogum's at work. When Ogum's at work. Like I'm legit hot, like like my AC is on and all I can feel is heat. Dambala is the great serpent. Da, as root refers to the serpent or the serpent's power. Dambala stretches as a link between the voodooist and the wisdom and power of the ancestors. On his back and the back of Airawedo are carried all unnamed ancestors, those ancestors whose name have been lost in the seas of time. In this card, Dambala Wedo hangs in the air from a crossroads created by the branches of the sacred tree. He hangs serenely in perfect balance. There is no tendency toward movement in any direction. The force of this card can move in a helpful or harmful direction, but only after it is called. It was just 120, 35, and 35 is also here with your boy. We got this message too. So, if left to its own devices, the serpent will continue to hang in its perfect, airy perch. The primary attribute of this card is attention pressed into action. The eggs that fall from Dambala's perch represent the potential for this action. Move into a space of perfect stillness. See from behind your eyes. That is the contemplation. Locate yourself deep within your body. Will a specific movement, such as a slight lifting of the fingers, trace the impulse as it travels from stillness to action? The divination is great energy called to do good or ill. Stationary forces are roused and call into action. This is what I'm saying about those who are not minding their business when it comes to you, and they're asking their ancestors to protect you. This is now talking about a higher level of security in oneself, Taurus energy, where you have people who are asking their ancestors to protect you from, to protect them from you. And you're not even paying them any mind. So now you have these ancestors that are not of yours, literally looking for you to protect their being, not realizing that they are now trespassing. I'm looking this way because the way I'm looking at these lights, it looks like an entire ship. It looks like an entire UFO. I wish I could show y'all because I would have to turn the thing around, but there's literally like a good 5 to 6 lights like this. It could be the way I'm looking at it too, that it makes them look that close, but I was watching your reading, I swear I felt someone blowing air in my face and there was not a fan on AC. He is war within the war. Ogun la flambeau. I'm going to read that message. Ogun la flambeau is fire on fire. Here the emotions burn at fever pitch. Wow. This Ogun is characterized, you see me showing y'all this card, it's not even this card, it's this one. This one that I'm showing you, you can already see the energy though. So I don't really got to explain that. This is all I'm saying. This is why whoever that energy was in the dream state, their body was still in their house and their spirit ran across the street to come to me, the white robe bridger, to see if they can continue to ascend. No, you fucked up. I still might let you go though. Depending. But you want to do a little work in this spiritual realm before you can go to the heavens that you thought. Anyway. Ogun la flambeau is fire on fire. Here the emotions burn at fever pitch. This Ogun is characterized by dry heat like that of the desert. This is what I'm saying. This energy back here. Given full reign, the forces represented by this card will pull the community and all within it into a dry, mortal combat from which none would emerge. The burning rage of Ogun La Flambeau pushes him to take matters of life and death into his own hands. He may allow his rage to decide who will live and who will die. This usurps the position of the Githes. Githes will not take a man or woman whose time has not come. If Bon Biobon has not declared the individual ready, Githes will not act. This Ogun has freed Haiti. He has fought in the homelands of South Africa. He has defeated Hitler. He is the power that drove the slavers from Haiti, the Maroons, you hear me? Creating the first Black Republic in the world. This Ogun and the spirit of the Nordic berserker stand side by side, which is basically where the runes come in. If not directed, his power could kill us all. That's literally what the energy looked like in the dream that I had between 9:16 and 11:39, which was between the Mars and the Sun hour. The aspect of Ogun La Flambeau shown by this card is the soldier returning from battle. The fact that he is returning is most significant. This is not the soldier full of spirit rushing toward the battle, but the warrior who has seen death's hands touch many. His sword has caught on the gristle as it's cleaved through flesh. His sword has caught on the gristle as it's cleaved through flesh. He limps. His leg has been wounded as an offering on the battlefield. That's another thing too. Some of you could, what the I literally came back from the store yesterday and I saw this man literally dragging his leg, like tears want to fall down my face right now because I know who I saw in my vision, and they don't understand the type of energy that I come with, which is why I stay away from people. But people have the audacity to keep talking. This is what I be saying, leave chosen ones alone, and I get emotional because people don't get it. This ain't nothing to play with, yo. I saw him limping and I smiled and I just bowed my head to this man because he was obviously homeless. I just bowed my head because the way he was dragging his foot and limping and dragging his foot, that's all I could do. And as soon as I did that, like the sun was beaming so bright that I looked like this, and I said, and I just bowed my head again. It's exactly how we look in a dream state, man. Five of Wands is the new moon in Leo card, by the way. I knew exactly who he was. Like it's 9:19, right? My whole body just like I finally feel at home because that which I connect with on a spiritual, like when we talk about bringing heaven on earth, they are literally here, y'all. Our ancestors are here. That's one thing they did mention in the Bible, right? In the Bible about not judging somebody by the way that they look. Or you may, I'm not, but yeah, you know what I mean? He limps, his leg has been wounded as an offering on the battlefield. Now tired, he sees that the battle is continuing and its pace has not slackened. Ogun La Flambeau has the honor of a soldier, tempered by the wisdom bought in combat. He knows that the price of maintaining this honor will be his other leg, then an arm, another arm, and finally his head. He is tired. Weariness shows on his face. His thoughts stretch from another way of saving the world and find no answer. They will find no answer to our species asking the same question, finds an alternative to war. And this is going back to the tribe of Judah, which are the Negroes, who are the ones that have been asleep the longest and for the longest time. It's time for y'all to wake up. That'll complete the 12 once y'all wake up. Because the tribe of Benjamin and the tribe of Simeon that's coming to my mind right now, those are connected to the West Indians and well, the Jamaica's connected to the tribe of Benjamin, but then you have um let me get the list. Let me get the list, and I'll continue this here because I don't want to be. The 12 tribes. Before you enter the gateway of the 13th, you have to know yourself in order to connect to this galactic center, because that galactic center is not a play. Can't go in there thinking, oh, I believe this. You gotta know. Tribe of Judah, Negroes, Benjamin, West Indians, Levi, Haitian, Simeon, Dominican, Zebulun, Guatemalans and Panamanians, Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, Cubans, Gad, North American Indians, Reuben, Seminole Indians, Naphtali, Argentinian to Chileans, Asher, Colombians to Uruguayans, yeah, and Issachar, Mexicans. Those are the 12 tribes. Judah speaks of thanks. Benjamin, son of the right. Levi, joined to me. Simeon, affliction heard. Zebulun, dwelling. Ephraim, I am fruitful. Manasseh, made to forget. Cubans, made to forget. That tribe is connected to made to forget. So it's breaking that cycle of whatever it is that made the energy forget. Whenever they get on this soil of America, it's basically connected to Santeria and Lukumi and things like that. And then we have God, the troops, Reuben, seen, it's a son. These are just phrases that are connected to it. Naphtali, my wrestling. Asher, happy Iskar, he is hired. And that's the Mexicans right there. You see how they be working. But they know who they are though. They know who they are though. I'm telling you. And we're back to Ogun's message. Come through, Mercury hour. Let me see. Ogun has the honor of a soldier tempered by the wisdom bought in combat. He knows the price of maintaining this honor will be his other leg, then an arm, another arm, and finally his head. He is tired. Weariness shows on his face. His thoughts search for another way of saving the world and find no answer. They will find no answer to our species asking the same question finds an alternative to war. The primary attribute of Ogun La Flambeau is rage, the mad rush of battle, the singing of iron as it slices flesh. That's what I didn't want to talk about what I was singing, but there that went. Contemplation, count your wounds after the great battle. Whose hand struck at you and whom did you strike? Divination for this card speaks of pain, especially physical, an aching question of one's actions leading to despair, war, strife, internal or external. Actions against life and death must lead to regret, constructive use of a potentially destructive force, and the ability to still question things and ideas which one has given much. And there goes Giving. And the ancestors that are unknown or unnamed or on the backs of Dambala with them. Don't mean that they're not around them. They are definitely here. You just got to call on them. But be mindful when you're calling on them, because they'll come. They will do what they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those energies where you got to be, like I said, a lot of people have been using this gift for their insecurities. And now you got Ogun La Flambeau coming back for your ass because you didn't need to use him for that. You didn't need to use your ancestors for that. You needed to go within, calm your ass the fuck down, and realize that whatever it is that you're sitting here using your energy for to manipulate someone so that way they can come back to you or you can get back at them was unnecessary. That was all part of your lesson to see if you were able to receive this gift. You know what I'm saying? That's for those who would really sit here and misuse it. Let's go to the tarot spread now. Venus, Gemini, 7th house. Wow. Welcome, darling. Welcome. Let's see what we got going on. I saw 2 different people in the grocery store today, each missing their hand, left and right, respectively, as if it relates to the moon energy returned to us on this land. Yes, 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 yes. Yo, we gotta really do some offerings, get in nature. Yeah, my legs just got the only chills. We really gotta go out in nature. I went out in nature that day that those crows came around, and I sat on this rock, and all I can do is just weep and say thank you, because Sirius was right above me. I was like, let me see what stars are right here. Man, I saw Sirius like literally right there. It was just beaming like this because it was that close. I was like, huh. And that's what they connect to. They know about that. You know what I'm saying? And some natal charts you can type their names and they'll come up as asteroids. A lot of the Orishas. Well, y'all's in my first house. That's all I know. That's why I be like, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Sekhmet sitting in my 9th house. Leave me alone. On God. First card out for the collective is the 8 of Wands. Yeah, Mercury talking right now for sure. That's Mercury and Sagittarius right there. What are these 3 cards that came out? What are these? That's right here. Let's see. Ooh, See that? You got the Hermit, the spiritual master taking you through the dark night of the soul, which is right here on the outside. This is 14, which would be Sagittarius energy as far as temperance. So you got this hermit energy or your sacred spiritual center or your ancestors that are literally guiding you through what it is that you're analyzing, so that way you can surrender any of these emotions connected to memories when it comes to the truth that you've been seeking and the way it's aligning in your reality for you to gain clarity, so that way you can fully cleanse from this. Because a lot of the wounds that a lot of you beautiful spiritual beings are carrying are not yours, not even from your past experience in this lifetime, but they could have to do with your reincarnated soul in other lifetimes throughout your bloodline. And this could even take you to the very beginning of time. Let's see what's crossing this here. As a matter of fact, let me get the Intuit Oracle cards. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do it like that. You know what I want to do right now? I just really want to sit here and just hug y'all on some real shit. I get it. Get it. Some of y'all don't realize why you step away sometimes, or why you get into this deep melancholic state. it's because a part of your higher self that is a spiritual warrior sounds like the way I be expressing myself. That's why. Wolf time for real. Celestial wolf is connected to the tribe of Benjamin. What's this Eight of Wands here for the collective current situation? I feel more at ease too. What's this current situation here for the collective, beloved? Tell me. I'll be aggressive when I channel. Yes. Ooh, see, I'm loving this here now. Okay. You got love, romance, affection, appreciation. We ain't doing this though. We ain't doing that. We don't do the attachment when it comes to love. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's what falling in love is. Fall in love, you fall on your ass, you break this shit. Be in love and live in love, you get empowered and you become elevated. 141.04 on the timer, but nonetheless, there's certainly a new offer that's coming in, because this is the one of Pisces and it's giving me the energy of the Knight of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have no. Some of you may be denying this because this person may actually have attachment issues, or you could be saying no to those who are coming in quickly, rushing in quickly because of this energy that is in effect that's having people do things that they wouldn't normally do. So now they're just like, I got to do this now. But just make sure, you're doing what you're supposed to. Shows up what Ash? This Sekhmet energy shows up. Ash your son and mystic, because my phone is elderly. I'm done with you. She said my phone is elderly. My Sekhmet shows up in the 9th house, where my Mars is at. So that's why you see Sekhmet pop up the way she does. Let's see what's crossing this energy. The Two of Swords, and it fell in reverse. The Two of Swords is the challenge. I feel like as quickly as you think of someone, they come in and communicate, and you're able to make a decision, take action on a decision. You could have been having a conversation with someone that you normally wouldn't have in the physical, but telepathically you have been. It's coming up as the challenge card. Why is this coming up as a challenge card? We got the Star here, which speaks of healing. This could also be someone who's in the public eye as well. Someone whose third eye is bust wide open. Could be that. 2, 3. It's 9:33 and that honk went off 3 times. We really doing this right now? And it's 1:43. Somebody says, I love you. Somebody is communicating to you. Someone's energy is coming up for y'all because they're in their mind about you. They either like, I miss you, I love you, but they're not telling it to you directly. Yeah, then we got the Three of Pentacles up under the Star card. And this Three of Pentacles is just one person working on, it's like one person working on what it is that they're aware of, but not really doing anything about it. Let's see, why is this like this? Why is the Two of Swords a challenge? Why is the Two of Swords a challenge here? This is Moon and Libra too. First card out, Mercury and Sag. Second card, which is the challenge, Moon and Libra, emotions connected to memories. Okay, so the challenge is for some of you, you might say no to a situation that comes in because you're comparing it still to the past. Don't do that, obviously. So that in itself is a message for those of you who are, whether you're in a relationship, in order for it to go to the next level, or for a partnership that you would want to go to a next level of commitment, from interest to commitment. You want to make sure that you're not carrying anything from the past. What's the Two of Swords here? Happening now. This person could be thinking of you right now as we're talking about this. That's probably why they're not probably why, but that's definitely why that 933 came up. Let's see what 933 talking about before I get one more card here. Well, I know whoever been out here with the nonsense. Oh, they heard what I was saying before with this Ogun energy. It says 4404 on the top of my screen, and 9333 talks about mastering your destiny. Now, Shay, tell me more again. So right now you're mastering your destiny. Okay, we was getting that 33 message a lot in the live yesterday too. So there's great changes happening right now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. And what is this exactly for the collective? Wow. Someone's down for the cause, willing to sacrifice. Sacrifice what? This is 59, 259. Happening right now, letting go, releasing, putting others first, letting go of putting others first and putting yourself first. Then we got dogma here, which was the last nodal shift with the south node in Sagittarius. This could also be you could have Sagittarius south node, which is all about releasing dogmatic beliefs. Let me see here. What is this about? Tell me more. This could also be why you would rush into things, into certain relationships, because you had yet to heed the call, but that also had a role in your life, so that way you were able to learn. Yeah, look, we got here, uh, wish granted, serendipity, but the card that came out was kerosene. So let me see here, happening now. 1, 2, 937, and this is 957. What is 957 then? 957 is what? It talk to me. Your health matters. Okay. Wow, not jeopardizing your health here. This is something that you've done in the past where you would do things to make others appreciate you or like you, and this was affecting your health. Give me a second here. Let me fill this out some more. 1597 is also important. You could have been burned at the stake during that time. And you're carrying memories about that in this lifetime. Straight off the rip. And this could have been a lover that accused you of this, or a parent or a family member or someone really close to you. Kerosene says aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, hot. But at the bottom of the deck here, God is sending you many options. Okay, so you're being sent many options here when it comes to love. At the same token, you're manifesting wealth. There are many possibilities here, many choices, alternatives. So pay attention to the way people express themselves about war. Especially if you connect to any of my messages, pay attention to the way someone connects to the way the war is happening now. Because honestly, the reason why most of us get on this spiritual journey is to call in the ancestors, because that's what we really should be calling the ancestors for, to handle that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Was this the same energy you picked up before? Probably both, my love. Probably both. It's not 3 right now. Just saying. Ashe. 97, by the way. So 97, 90, something about. Wait a minute. Yes. Because another live we talked about 97. Good one. Good one, Viva Love. Good one. Yes, great one. Forget good one. You went from good to great. Something but it's 97. I take a deep breath there. Almost like somebody got startled. Aligning with your divine mission is 97. Happening now, aligning with your divine mission. Did I look at constant this has been a constant message. 597 speaks of what's happening right now has always been a constant message. 25, 2597, 2597 Mercury in Aquarius. 2597. Practice mindful meditation. Okay. So now y'all know. Let's continue. Let's see what's at the base of this energy here. What's the foundation of this energy? Ooh, look at that. Star card, the Emperor. Ooh. Two of Cups. I like that. I love it. Let me see. 82 could be significant. Moon in Sag. Moon in Libra. Mercury in Sag. Mercury in Libra. What's at the basis of this? The Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning, Ashe. This could be a change in career or actually connecting, aligning with your soul's mission. Yep. All of the burdens, all of the betrayals being removed, especially during the time that you are asleep too. So definitely allow yourself to, when you're feeling like you want to take a nap, go ahead and take a nap and know that with these three little birds right here, or these three birds, everything will be more than all right. Okay. Yep. You're being tempered in your dream state. Or whenever it is that you're meditating, so doing mindful meditation is going to get you to this Ace of Pentacles. This is at the foundation. So this is what you're building on. You're building on the Ace of Pentacles, which is stability, gold, opportunities, change, great change. This notification just came up. Powerful shifts are unfolding. That literally just came up on the screen. Five of Swords in your immediate past. They're asking me to give one more here. Three of Cups. There's a conversation or reconciliation that actually brings you to a point of victory here. There goes 8 again. 8, 8. Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. Venus in Aquarius, core values about what you know about social relationships, has something to do with the way you communicate, the way you feel with those around you, and being appreciated, loved, and not just tolerated. So you have to go through this cycle of confusion to clear out whatever it was that was in your memory bank about certain ways of feeling that wasn't allowing you to thrive or to be in successful relationships here, because we definitely have Venus Gemini in the seventh house. So this is really talking about love or any significant partners that are long term. Okay, you wake up a better person. Look at, you got the Devil here. So another message here about this being at the bottom of the deck. This is someone taking matters into their own hands, also putting themselves through the fire to take matters into their own hands. Okay. Yep. There goes that I just said interdependence, which is the market card. So everyone playing their part, because you're as strong as your weakest link. That's what I'm getting from this. You're as strong as your weakest link, and some of you didn't realize what the weakest link was. It could have been you or someone really close to you that you felt was the strongest link. And that's why things were moving the way they happened. 944. The Moon card comes out as what's crowning your message, but it fell right on top of the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be an energy that's on your mind, on your crown, and that which is on your mind is being manifested. This could be a moon in Capricorn, moon in Taurus, Virgo. Or this could even be passionate, deep, unconditional love as well. We're going to get one more for that. I didn't even do these cards. Let me see. I have one more here for the crowning energy. Hey, victory and success, Ashe. Jupiter and Leo. Now this is this is right now. This is really right now, because this is August 2nd to August 11th. This new moon in Leo we just had is it's the reason why something's coming into your life now. What is this coming into the life of the collect? What is this on the crown that's coming into the collective's energy right now? What is this? Whoa. Something definitely from the constellations, because this came up reverse, which speaks of network. This could be, wow, your star family is definitely putting this together. Your ancestors are putting this together. Network support, associates, gathered meetings, socialized organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, in connection with a large amount or quantity. This is 3 of Cancer, which is 3 of Cups here. So whatever it is that you ask your ancestors or your star family for right now, just be mindful. They're gonna give you what you asked for. So I mean, the sun is trining Jupiter, and this is what you would call the luck window up until tomorrow. So from yesterday till the second, which is tomorrow, you have this energy of wish upon a star, like a genie, because I definitely saw that when I went to by the river today too. 15546. Ace of Swords, trying through adversity, but there was this construction company thing called that, and it said genie on it. So I was like, noted. Mind you, right before that, I looked in the sky, kid you not, saw a whole lion's face in the clouds. I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Tell me more about the crowning energy for the collective with this constellation. We got a new beginning with the baby involved. This could be a career or an actual child. Rapid growth, fresh start, unlimited potential, innocent, continuing the legacy, warmth, purity, new phase, birth of a child. And then at the bottom of the deck, yeah, you have a rapid growth and new beginnings from hardship, misfortune, trials that you have overcome, crisis, moments of taking 2 steps back. Some of you are literally changing states here. A new beginning from all the disappointment and this is also giving me the vibe of someone who the ashes of someone. This is not actually happening to where they're at, but that's the energy that they decided to step into to assist you, to bring you the victory and success. You're not going to realize also what I'm getting from this crowning energy, that you're going to be celebrated by people who were actually the reason for your pain, but they're not going to show themselves. Only the audacious ones will show themselves. But I'm feeling like this is a moment of celebration with you and you and your ancestors for integrating the lessons into your life path. Something about Jupiter moons too. Let me see. Jupiter has 79 moons, and we kept on getting 97. So 79 could also be significant. 79 to 97. This could be someone specific, that what I'm saying about them celebrating you in the shadows, because they're still wounded. They can't really come to you face to face to celebrate you. That's okay. It is what it is for them. You know what I'm saying? What else here? Then we'll go to the immediate future. Within a few days, there goes 7. What's occurring within a few days here? It's time. What is it time for? To let go of these sorrow, pains, and regrets, this spilled milk. Don't sweat the small stuff. Leave it in the past. And whatever's supposed to be rejuvenated will be. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of a forgiving warrior. Just a bit. It depends. It really depends. Let me see what the immediate past talking about though. Tell me more about this 5 of Swords and 3 of Cups. So that gives me the vibe of that too. Where you are a spiritual warrior, where you're just like One moment you had this cold shoulder toward the situation, but you know how it can get for people who don't evolve, whether if it's in this physical realm or in the spiritual realm. So you cut them some slack, basically. What's this in the immediate past? Because someone is definitely surrendering, though. It's not what it seems. Seven of Aquarius, not what it seems. Mirage, trap, unclear, visual effect. So everything that was considered hocus pocus or projection, sleight of hand, was all connected to predictive programming. But you were able to step out of this illusion, and that's why all of this was placed into your life path. So that way, as the current situation is, you'll be the one who's able to receive messages from the messenger of the gods. Literally, this is a Mercury, messenger of the gods, Sagittarius, ninth house, God energy, Jupiter energy. And now here, crowning your reading, you have a major expansion, Jupiter and Leo, when it comes to you trusting your instincts and following your intuition with the moon card here. Again, this is giving me big love energy as well. Unconditional love here. Let's see what we got going on in the immediate future. What's happening here in the immediate future? We got Temperance. What's on this side? Ace of Wands. New beginning. Could be with the Sag. Let's see here. Sag, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North Node, wherever this is at, ninth house. Immediate future. What do you have here? Ah, look at that. You got two cards. Wow. There go that 10-10 where she was like, be patient. I got you. Be patient. We coming. Be patient. See that clock 10-10 in your immediate future. It's happening right now. 10 of Cups. This is deep emotional fulfillment. Mars in Pisces. 10 of Cups is Mars in Pisces. And 10 of Swords is Mercury in Gemini. Mercury. Mars. Very strong energies now. Aries, Gemini, Virgo pulling through here as well. No more betrayal. No more deception. No more drama in my life at all. Although Leo is the house of drama, that could also be something that's weighing heavily on your mind. Like I was saying, when this Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands came out, it's like focusing on the past and your immediate future. And what's happening right now is that you're letting go of all of this confusion from the past. It's like you have gone deep within your psyche, deep within the waters of you, to really see what it was that was really causing all of this confusion. Wow. Didn't peep that. You got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Is this is a new beginning in love for sure. Because you also got the goddess of the moon here. This could be a water sign, or they could have a moon in a water sign, or moon in a fire sign. Or this could be you. Let me see here. 10-10 wins. This can even be with partnership, someone in your family that you have this conversation with, and there's a reconciliation. And that in itself gives you back, it's like reclaiming back your power type of thing. But you reclaim your power, they also reclaim their power, because if this is a family member, you both more than likely share the same spiritual wounds, but each of y'all had to go through what y'all had to go through to come to this common ground where you can now be like, okay, you know what, we really got to look at this as the new ancestors or new deities in this lifetime. When I say new ancestors, 955 on the time, is basically coming from a space of like You normally hear ancestors when someone passes on, but because they're here, we are the new ancestors because they flow through us, as us, with us. You know, wasn't pretty, but definitely worth the clarity. So welcome. Look at that, yeah, person of water and olive branch. Wow. Mm-hmm. Truce, surrender, coming to terms, de-escalate, make amends, agreeing to disagree in what you have to disagree in. Especially when it comes to taking things personally. Taking things personally, there's nothing wrong with that, because all it is that you're doing, you're taking things based on your persona, which means your temperament. You're taking things based on your temperament. Especially if you're someone who feels deeply, you're heart-centered, sensitive, intuitive, empathic, psychic, emotionally connected person of water. You could be having a um, making amends with the person of water. Mm-hmm. Removing selves of the victim mentality, which is the confusion. Yeah, that's what's ended here. Because this is the moon in Libra, and this is an 8 of Libra. 8 speaks of transformation, 8th house. This could also be the way you perceive self when it has to do with you sharing your resources with others in, you know, significant partnerships that are long term. You could have, like, different energies that flow through your DNA that cause you to respond a certain way, and until you do these dark nights of the soul and shadow work, it allows you to, it's like a show. You start to see like a show for real. You start to run through the reels of your life to see, okay, what come to terms with, so you can really move on. Everybody can move on. Hmm. Yeah, it definitely has something to do with love here and possible deception, but it's part of what you needed, not what you wanted, what you needed, based on what you were lacking in order to get what you wanted. Some of you, what you want changes once you are in the energy of what you needed, not realizing that you were lacking it. Let's see what's the advice here. See, Knight of Cups. That was that one of Pisces that came out with the roses. Buy yourself some roses too. 20744. Yep. One of these days, you may find yourself buying yourself some roses. Just know that's the gods right there. The deities that flow through you, that connect to you to remind you of who you are, the deity within you, and telling you celebrate yourself, honor yourself. You deserve this, man. You deserve this. 20808. What's the advice here? Release the challenge when it comes to you stepping into sorrow, pains, and regrets, or discontent and boredom. The Four of Cups speaks of moon and Cancer too. So this could be emotions connected to a mother or a feminine figure, or this could also be, like we was talking about before, coming to terms with anything that you felt like was deceptive, or somebody who told on you or talked about you, or um, falsely accused you. What about this here? We got Knight of Wands, Sag energy coming through here again. And then Two of Cups, sideways, someone from your past for sure. There's a lover from your past that was really the catalyst to everything else you're doing. And it's also the catalyst to you to having this Ace of Pentacles as the foundation of your reading, that is connected to your crowning thoughts of victory and success when it comes to following your intuition in a way that you didn't used to before. But this is going back to what I was saying. You don't realize what you truly want until you receive what you were lacking, not knowing that you needed it, but you received what you needed because it was a lack in your life. And once you overcome that lesson and receive the reward. The reward is actually possibly you changing what you want or you receiving what you still wanted before that. You know, Nine of Pentacles definitely coming in here with independence and a serene way of living if you're connecting to animals, birds specifically as well. This is a falcon. So falconry has a lot to do with you letting it go, and you have to trust that it's going to come back to you. Because once you let a falcon go, don't mean it's ever going to come back. But if it comes back, you know, no worries. Have a great night, beloved. What's in the environment here for the collective? What's in the environment here? How are they being viewed? What's in the environment? And I'm going to clarify that shortly. Wow. Somebody wants to heal something. The challenge is there could be spirituality that's involved. So spiritual factors are involved here. Or somebody wants to heal a situation, reconcile, because you definitely have the Five of Swords and the Three of Cups in your immediate past. So I'm getting this energy where some of you have a predated soul agreement with certain partners, whether this is love, career, or family members. There's a predated soul agreement, and now you're coming to that, that point in your life where you're realizing what this agreement is, you're remembering what this agreement is. The Hierophant definitely came out as a challenge, though. Why is the Hierophant a challenge in the environment? Wow. Lone wolf style. This could be an Ophiuchus energy that doesn't understand what it means to be Ophiuchus. So this is okay. For those of you who have this on and off moment of connecting to your galactic center or the goddess within fully, and I mean the goddess within or the God within, this is when you're now really doing the work of your North Node to connect you to your part of fortune in your natal chart. You're coming out of this energy of doing things for doing things for yourself. Like, you can do things on your own, but this is like somebody who, the reason why they won't allow someone else to is because of fear of messing up, which is also now not allowing yourself to really live, because it's through certain, like, it's cause and effect, but you'll make these certain moves that teach you a lesson, and you want to avoid that, but there's certain things that you are avoiding that you must process through. Tell me about the advice here. Clarify the advice. Handcuffs. So this is releasing the energy you connected to with someone who was possessive. Because that's Six of Cups, Four of Cups, Two of Cups, that's Six of Cups, that's Scorpio energy. That's literally Sun and Scorpio energy. And it's saying here, control held back, need to break free. Need to break free. And I feel like this detained by external forces. This is the Four of Virgo card. This could be these toxic energies that were connected, that would follow in your soul for so many generations to block you from this divine love that's already here. There's nothing that can be done to stop this from coming in. Nothing can stop you from receiving your blessings in abundance right now, y'all, for real. Because you got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of your spread, the Eight of Wands at the very beginning. The current situation, Eight of Wands really speaks about something that's coming in quickly, that's passionate, that's loving. This is quick communication. This is somebody that's coming in to communicate here, because they've released the burdens of possibly having this emotional insecurity. Like they know that they want to be around you, but when they have you, they don't know how to handle you. Mm. We got 6 of fire here, 6 of wands, 6 of Aries, temperament, but it speaks of achievement. This is the flag. Achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, carry the day. Plans are coming to fruition. King of the mountain. So this is King of Swords, Aquarius vibes too. What else here about the advice? Don't be a target to people who are literally like that too. Speaking of the options that are coming in, because look, you got here the 9 of Libra, which speaks of chocolates, satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, do things right, celebration, elevated mood, cause and effect wherever you saw right, wealthy wherever we heard rich. Okay, great stuff with the good stuff, King. Okay, here's another note. I know you see the chocolates, I know you see the handcuffs. The advice is this person that's coming in to communicate, they're quite the freak. They don't play that. They're quite adventurous. Okay, and they could be some good chocolate too. This is wild because it says victim mentality. There's someone that likes to role play. Just make sure if they like to role play, they know when to cut it off. Like not well, they know when to cut the energy of role playing. Because some people say they like to role play, and then all of a sudden that's trickling down into other areas of their life, and they're sitting here insecure as fuck. So just saying, that came out kind of quick there. Spilled milk comes out again. Okay, don't sweat this. This is what I'm saying. They be sweating the small shit. Like you can't want someone that's attractive and expect them not to get looked at. You better be a secure motherfucker first, okay? Before you sit here talking about you want somebody that looks a certain way, who normally gets this type of attention, or this could be somebody who is in the public eye, and you feeling some type of way because somebody looking at them. Mind you, they're not even focused on who looking at them; they're focused on you. So this could be something that has been part of your situation in the past, where it's just like something like that, or someone like that can literally, cause this static in the way you connect to people, because now that could be part of what you want to let go of too when you connect with someone in the immediate future that's going to bring you this 10 of Cups. Not carrying that energy of the past of someone who wants something when they have it, they don't know how to handle themselves. Look at that first word on the bottom of the deck, confident. Let's see what's in the next position here, my love. Okay. Venus, Gemini, 7th house pulling through here. I see. What's in the doubts and fears position? Speaking only true. Saying, look at that. See, 6 of Swords with the King of Swords. It's like you want something. When you get it, you better act. You better act like you. You better act like you know, because you know what you asked for. Okay. You better have all the confidence in the world, like that card said not too long ago. You better tame that fucking ego. Look at this. Ace of Cup one fly out here. With the Judgment card, you got to decide the type of love that you want. When it comes to doubts and fears, Source say you better put that shit away somewhere, and you better go and ask so you can receive. Because it's time to receive right now. It's the moment to receive. At the top of the day, you got the Hermit. You done been through all the dark night of the souls that you could possibly go through with another Virgo card here. Why you gonna keep going through the dark night of the soul? I feel like that's what the Hermit is sitting here telling her. Like, listen, I don't even want you back here. Like, you've mastered how to walk through the fucking dark. Leave. When you get kicked out of the underworld because you on a level as to like you've been here too long, you can go. But the dark night of the soul, it's just like you can go now. Okay. Some people are praying and just want to leave. You chilling. What else with this Ace of Cups here in this position? What you got? Look at that. Page of Cups. It did fall in reverse. I feel like this offer is already here. You just got to make the decision. You just got to make the decision to say that you're open and receptive. A lot of you are saying that you're open and receptive, but as soon as you say that, there's something else that comes into your energetic field that's in relation to if you were open and receptive, you respond this way, but you responded a different way. The Hermit. And the Page of Pentacles. Awareness of your abundance. That you're literally looking at. Some of you are looking at your abundance, but still have yet to decide. What's the outcome? The truth shall set you free. The truth is going to transform everything, because right under the Death card is the Nine of Cups. And then the King of Pentacles. With the Five of Wands under that, and that's Ogun La Flambeau energy that we were talking about. But the Ace of Swords came out as your outcome. Clear mind. See what else is coming out here. What's the Ace of Swords? What's connected to this Ace of Swords for the collective? What's this? The Queen of Swords. So the King of Swords is expecting the Queen of Swords, obviously. So there's definitely a vibrational match in terms of energy. You communicate the exact same way. This is a true reflection of you. You're connecting to your true reflection here. What's with the Ace of y'all could both be Virgos. It's 2:22:09 on the clock, by the way. The Hermit is like, look at the bigger picture. Divine timing is at play. Seven of Pentacles. What else are you telling the collective here, beloved Hermit? Let go of the sorrow, pains, and regrets. Literally, your ancestors are putting this together. 2:22:29. Five of Cups. I'm telling you, they're bringing this together for real. Justice is being served, and you got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. What's at the top then? The Knight of Cups. You got to be shitting me. What's in the heart of the matter? The fucking Queen of Swords again. And the Queen of Swords has been through the ringer. The ring of all ringers when it comes to love. It's 10:13, and 10:13 is the Four of Swords. Jupiter and Libra. Four of Swords, which is here in your environment with the Hierophant. You got to trust the process. You trust what you know now. Trust in your self-worth. Trust in your emotional security. Trust that whatever resources you need to make you feel like you are prepared is already there. Because love is not conditional, it's unconditional. And if you're sitting here focused on you got to have this first before you experience this, that's what we're talking about. Well, we're going to finalize it with one of these messages. It came out already. What is it? Ballet. Then it's the first time these ballet shoes came out upright. Stamina, endurance, and that's the energy of the Hermit. Now you go to the Dark Night of Soul to gain that endurance, honing a skill, poise and grace, balancing act, expertise, pursuit of arts, treading lightly, laser focus. Make the effort. Let me get some Lovers cards up in here. Mind you, Somebody's alarm on their car started going off when I said that. Listen. Lover's message. Final message here. That's how you feel? Okay. Here we go. Soulmate. Card said it. I ain't listen. Okay. What you got here? Look, some of y'all in separation with your action, with the actual soulmate. Because you playing games. You know you want this high level of commitment. Put all that other shit to rest. Enough been enough. At the top of the deck, you have this could be the one. The one you're separated from could possibly be the one. Or the one you separated from, there's someone new that's coming in that reminds you of them. Because everybody doesn't want somebody back from the past, obviously. Yeah, see, free yourself. So this could be someone that reminds you of someone of the past, and the reason why they're coming around is because it was more than likely the person wrong. Not the timing was off though. Look at that. You got honeymoon, so you can meet this person on a full moon, or there could be a message that comes in around the full moon, which is not too far. It's 10 days from now. Healing family issues, continue to do so. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So that is the wholeness within yourself, to allow yourself to enjoy the wholeness of each other. And yes, this will be your soulmate. What else is next here? What else? Children are also involved, so this could be a blended family. Your love life is being affected by children. They could also be someone with children that's making sure, or you could be doing this too, where you're making sure that the people you connect with actually is someone that you can have your children around. Yeah, so you're not in this energy of deception. Someone is also wearing a false self. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Someone is not being honest about the way they feel or being deceptive. Also, release your acts or expectations. The time has come to clear your energy, and there's a reconciliation. I thought I was fucking playing. At the top, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith and retreat. Somebody's going to definitely ask you to go on a holiday with them, a trip with them. It's time to disconnect from the world. And I feel like your ancestors are putting this together like you're not even going to be speaking from yourself. Your ancestors and their ancestors going to be speaking through y'all to each other so y'all can get to where fuck y'all supposed to be until they can take the training wheels off and y'all can be y'all. What a day. Let's see what else. Whoa, let your friends help you. That was the very last card. That don't happen too often. Look at that. True love. Ask for support. Ask for and accept support from others. This is the romance of a lifetime. And what's more here? What else? Heart-to-heart conversation. And we're out. Yeah. Because someone has been wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, not relaying what they truly feel here. They got to release the ex, love themselves first, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. One more, and then we go back to here, reconciliation. Someone from your past has returned to your life. Express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. And for those of you who don't want someone from the past, physically the same person, this could be the energy that they were carrying, but they didn't fully know of, so they weren't able to bring it forth fully. You know what I mean? But yeah. We're going to go one more from this deck. I stay doing that shit. It's the last one. It's the last one. But it's the last one, though, for real. Look at that. This keeps sliding out. Free Spirit 13. Awakened spirit desire to change, moment of gratitude, continue to walk your truth, resolving emotional challenges, continue to connect to the hidden realms, create conscious awareness of it by connecting to Mother Earth here or Daughter Earth. Ooh. Seek clarification, open intuition, which is also this moon card energy that we got earlier. Let's see what the message is. Wow. Look what's that? I'm not gonna take it, but that's what this message is talking about. Eternal union. Okay. Just have to show you. But before that comes, this is your message. Huh. Voice your concerns to your cosmic ancestors. I mean, integrity. Be honest. What do you want? And be honest about what you want. Don't worry about if you're not in communication with someone. Be honest about what you want. And if you notice it's someone that may not come back, be honest about that too. And that will actually help you to release any emotional challenges or issues that you're still connected to by wanting someone who's emotionally unavailable or truly not for you. Okay, let's see what this is. 10. A lot of 10s, huh? Learn from those who have walked before you. Voice your concerns. Shit, apparently, according to the hermit, you've been walking with them, so you know too, because you was enjoying this dark night of the soul. They had to kick you out. Universal conscious coexistence extends beyond millions of years. Our very DNA has evolved over thousands of years and is continuing to do so. Our genetic lineage or origins are often brought into question. It is hard to refute the possibility of life on other planets far beyond our own star system and galaxy, given the science and astrological evidence we already understand historically about universal astronauts. You may feel like you are a star seed, disassociated from others, as they cannot comprehend how precious life is, planetary evolution, or conscious connection with all living creatures. You may have fell into silent pain or be a passionate activist, your heart breaking over the material corruption of humanity and that no one is listening to the collective cry of the planet, the life of all inhabitants, or the global impact of ego based leadership, excuse me. In absolute truth, that's about that too. We are all star seeds as our personal cosmic origins are mixed within our DNA and consciousness. The very existence of life on planets beyond our current understanding or awareness is evidentiary. After all, you are currently existing within the universe as we know it on a beautiful planet called Earth. Right now, you must learn from those who have walked before you. Those who have already shown a light of injustices require you to evolve and awaken into a passionate contributor. Now is the time to stand up and be counted. Life beyond our beautiful planet, beyond our earthly incarnations, is forever written among time and space and is available to us within the records of the Akashic or Akasha temple. You may feel connected to you may feel connected to star energy or be aligned with a more cosmic understanding of the universe than with others. Call upon the energy of 100% pure light galactic guides, masters, or teachers to assist you in understanding your personal connection. The shadow aspect of this card is being materialistic, ego driven, narcissism, and dishonesty. That's beautiful because you got this here integrity at the bottom of the deck with the eagle. Yo, this eagle's on your neck. Just saying. The sacred crystal for this card is Larimar. The angel of assistance is guardian angel Kaliel. Integrity, which speaks of integrity. Wow, there it goes again. Passion and purpose. Final message is the affirmation of this card. I continuously evolve with conscious action. I continuously evolve with conscious action. I continuously evolve with conscious action. I love it. That is your message. Prosperity, love, unconditional love, blessings to all. And I will see you on the next message. If you are interested in your personal reading, go ahead and email me. Also, if you're interested in personal training, you can view the link in my bio on IG. I can put it on here too. It's called Kickoff. So if you're interested in me training you, personal training, that is also available. Yes, I am a personal trainer, athlete, all that. Well, I don't run track as much as I used to, but we'll see where Source decides to take that. But yeah, I will see you later. I love you. Talk to you next time. Bye 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 bye.